Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Dukes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Now on second down after the incompletion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Shakes off the tackle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in his decision-making.
The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's got room. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Dukes are in the red zone. On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snapped it in the shotgun. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
On second down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On third down, going up top. They're bringing heat. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Dukes moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, going to the air. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going to run it. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
And the Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Fires downfield. It's complete. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
He looks that one in nicely.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
James Madison, 10. Wake Forest, 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense does.
It's complete. A huge pickup. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. First and 10 for the offense. On the option. Now the pitch. Fights off a defender. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Dukes have it with a first and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dukes. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Memphis endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from the Liberty Bowl, and the Tigers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Going up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The play-action fake. Buying some time. Byers on the move. Finds a man by himself. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play.
He's taking the shot. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Off play action. Moving away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Turning to the running game on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now second and goal.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
On the ready. Jackrabbit.
He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete, man. Big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab down the left side. Off he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wake.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down.
You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 21 over the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dukes!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Play defense. That guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll start this drive with a pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
James Madison, 31. Wake Forest, 21.
And the Demon Deacons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just...
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Dukes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something.
Makes the grab on the right. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Dukes! And the route is on.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Fires to the wideout. Just a little off. Incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets...
And he's thrown another interception. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, James Madison. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Barry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Yeah, and you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after him. Escapes trouble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. On target to the left. Touchdown, Dukes! And the punishment has been extended. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After run, now throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
Touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
That makes the score. James Madison, 59. Wake Forest, 35.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback will audible. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Wake. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point is good. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. It's caught. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Power football with the run. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
That is just demoralizing for on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them full control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Quick handoff. At the 35, he's open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
66, Wake Forest, 49.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes it. Working that left side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun to give, looking for room. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged on the outside. It's Ellington.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day.
He's going to fire deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that were being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.